Um, one second. Let me just double check that one again. Yes, I've got your screen here, and I've got you. Perfect. It's looking really good. It's
Okay.
very sharp. And are you in the office or something?
No, actually, I just got back home. I'm
Ah.
going to have a quick lunch and then I'm going to go for my next meeting at 3.
Very good, lah. Because why I'm asking you the question is because it's very clear. Can see
Okay.
you and the screen. Everything's clear. Very nice.
Excellent, excellent.
Ah.
Prof, thanks for the opportunity
Welcome.
given to me to actually share some of what I have learned during this working career of mine, spanning since year 2000. Graduated as an engineer year 2000. Now, Prof, during my MBA class, I realized something very valuable, that the knowledge that we have, the Razakians were studying in Uni Raza, it's actually very, very shallow. The experience that we gain in our working life doesn't give us a collective nature where we can actually use as the time is changing. So I got to thank you, Prof, for your two subjects that you taught us, the business nego and the entrepreneurship. If I can just take our Razakians to where I think we all want to be, uh, exactly what the slide shouts at you, you are the next CEO. You're either the chief executive, chief technology, chief marketing, operation. There's so many chief risks, information, investment, human resource, and this thing is actually growing. There are more people out there who wants to be an executive, C-level executive. It's either going to be your own company or you're going to be engaged with an organization that's going to hire you. So here is a bit of what or how I became a CEO from an engineer. Now, as soon as I'm at my second slide, as soon as we look at joining a company, the first thing we look at, we need to climb the corporate ladder. This is a standard term that they use, in corporate world. How are you climbing the corporate ladder? Join as an engineer, senior engineer, assistant manager, manager, and the whole works, right? Now there is another option. Do you climb the ladder or do you take the lift? So if you look at the image that I've given you on the right, the lift could be a better choice. The lift could actually take you faster, more secure to this choice of becoming a C-level. So this is the formula. It's pronounced as Kyosei, a life-changing path. It's a Japanese concept that you can actually bring into an individual and an organization, whereby you will see how this can actually help you individually to change your career path, to change your perspective of an organization, right? So let me play this video. If you can't hear, Prof, if you can't hear, please tell me, Prof.
I will. Go ahead.
Right.
It's not clear. I can't hear the sound.
That's the best I can get, Prof.
Yeah, but we're not getting the sound on this side. Can you hear it on your side?
For me, it's very clear, Prof.
That's strange. Normally we play it even on the PowerPoint or whatever, we can always hear it. That's strange. Um,
Go ahead, Prof.
Halima, can you hear it?
Cannot, sir.
Cannot,
I can hear you, sir.
I can see the screen, but it's interesting because if you can hear it on that side, the it should pick up through the screens. It's odd. No, we can't hear that.
Can't hear that.
Can't. It's very strange. If you can hear it on your side, by right, the speaker should pick it up, the mic.
Just checked all my speaker, looks pretty well. So basically, what the video is trying to say,
Yeah.
Razakians, the video is trying to say that the king of the jungle, being the lion, he is neither the fastest animal nor the biggest animal or the most powerful animal, but he remains as the king of jungle because of the mentality that he has, the mentality of leading, even though he's not the largest, the fastest, and the biggest. So you don't have to be the best in what you do. You can actually hire the best person doing something who can actually work for you. So the principle here is I want to plant this seed in your mind. the seed where your mindset has to adapt this Japanese concept of Kyosei. Okay. So what does it mean? What is Kyosei? Now out there, be it the political world, organizations, friends, colleagues, businesses, competition, they're all looking at this, the word power here. Everybody is either chasing the word power, the greed, or the fear. These are the three things. And then you have a group of people who keep looking at common good, mostly driven by what you call a strong religious belief. Those people are probably looking at this angle of common good. So what does Kyosei say? Kyosei says that you got to stay away from power, greed, and fear, and you got to focus on common good. Okay. So it's a spirit where you live together, you live and you work together for a common good with all your stakeholders around you, be it your organization, your company, your staffs, your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors. So if you're living together and working together, it must be for a common good. So how do you do this? What to do with Kyosei? So it's not about me, you, it's always about us. We are always making this consideration that we have to take into account every one of us. The first thing is the individual and the organizations. If you are an individual in a company, or even if you're your own company, you have to ensure that all of them are actually working together. Nobody is pulling different direction. So if you set a target, a KPI, they understand the KPI, they become a member of it, and they will chase it for you as well. So if you do the same thing in an organization, you will then see that how Kyosei can help you improve your position in the company. And then a lot of issues of inequality in an organization, illegal business ethics, ethnic diversity, war, all these issues are happening, organization, countrywide, because nobody is thinking of this word common good. So being a leader or becoming a leader in your organization, you will have to look at all these angles. So how will this bring you that benefit? This is what it will create for you. Harmony with your customers, with your suppliers, if you're running a company, your competitors, the government, and natural environment. So any decision that you make or any businesses that you are considering to venture into, or you're already in the business, you need to look at all these angles. Your customers, your suppliers, your competitors, government, and the natural environment. If you take consideration of all this, then you'll become what Canon has done. Canon printing, Canon printers, if you are familiar, they have actually adopted Kyosei since 1980s. And they have soared in their business and done very well globally. And when you have that, when you have already implemented Kyosei as your business philosophy or corporate philosophy in your organization, what you'll get is you'll get cutting edge business strategies. The design of your organization and the management will start practicing finding solutions that will harmonize your customer, supplier, competitors, government, and natural. So you'll constantly be thinking not only about price war. You won't be releasing a product just because your price is cheaper. And that's not going to allow you to sustain very long. So we want to develop a sustainable competitive advantage. We need to look at this angle of Kyosei. Now, how to do that? How do we do this? Now, the first is your survival. Survival as an individual and organization. So if you have just started your organization or your company, or your parents have a company, and they are already profitable, they're already making money. So you will need to now develop a turnaround strategy to make the organization competitive. Why does your organization survive? Take out the line item, understand why they survive within all the competition that you have, and that is actually your strength. Next, what you do, you look at inward focus, the spirit of cooperation among your employees, your own staffs. So if you are working in a company and you are one of the staff, you have to ensure that you have this spirit of cooperation, not just about work, but what goes beyond work. If there's corporate social responsibility, you need to participate. If there are organizations or societies, if you are an engineer, then you have the Institute of Engineer Malaysia. You should become a member. You should take yourself and connect yourself with the entire stakeholders around you. what will happen then is every employee's mindset, they will become a member. They will feel that they are part of the company and the company is theirs. This is how the company will see benefit in you. You will be delivering positive returns to the company, directly and indirectly. So once you have done that, you've got your inward sorted, then you got to focus on your outward. Outward, we are referring to organizations outside you. We spoke earlier, customers. We spoke about your suppliers. We spoke about the government, the public, the community. So what you need to do is every competitor, you must try to establish a partnership. The areas where you are strong, if you can partner him of their areas where they are strong, then you have a very good delivery service to your client. So your customer becomes happy. And you need to collaborate. You need to be listening constantly to your customer so that where your customer is going, you are following him and your services are improving, services and products. So you can learn from your competitors or you can learn from your customer. This is an ongoing process. Now, every one of us need to do this. Only then we will see all the possibilities, all the opportunities. So recently, when we had the pandemic COVID, which has caused disruption to a lot of businesses since April, May, June, and government has stepped in to give incentives to ensure that the economy and the employees are not really affected. They are trying to balance, give you a short-term balance, and we hope that the economy will come back normal end of September, early October. Now I'm in a logistics industry, and while businesses started shrinking, my business started growing. My revenue has already gone up nearly 50% during this period. So what I was doing QC, implementing QC for the last 1.5 years, nearly 2 years now. So I can see the difference now. So when the customer is in trouble, the new challenges that the customer is facing, the customer then come back to us during this period, and we provided new kind of solutions that actually help them, and they started subscribing to new services that we were selling. Then once you're already ready, you've done your inward, you've done your outward, then you're going to start being global activism. You're supposed to engage stakeholder beyond just direct business. But if you can take this abroad, you'd want your business to go global. So what do? You start engaging them. This will assist you to understand the market better, to understand the customers, the users globally. Therefore, when you launch your service and product, you will be ready to take on the market. And finally, you have to always take into consideration any business that you do, government has to be a partner back of your mind, because there will be legislatives and global imbalances which makes the government change their policy. And this could somehow or other have an effect on your activity that you're doing. Take an example, if you look at my CV, I was a project director of a high-speed broadband project that started year 2006, 2007. And then I was already successfully implemented the project. And Selangor state government had a change in government. There was a new Menteri Besar that came in, a new government taken over from Barisan Nasional. And I was affected. So I didn't make this consideration then. Now I think it's very, very vital. Any business we do, always read up what's happening in the market, political scene, read the newspaper so that you are at least abreast of what's happening from the government's perspective, right? So who should do QC? Now who? This is where I think I need your focus, Razakians. As an individual, I'm an individual, you are an individual. We have a role to play. We have our own objectives. So these are the 3 key objectives that we have. Be it as an employee or you are doing your own business. Now you will have a financial objective, a strategic objective, and I've added a third one, motivational objective. Now what's a financial objective? Quite straightforward. All of us are in to make more money. The more money we have a better life, and eventually the life becomes very quality. You get to spend your money and enjoy your life. That's what we have. That's what we perceive. At the same time, you have to ensure that while you're making your profits, you are actually creating value for the services that you provide. If not, your profits will start going down. Supposed to be an upward trend, it goes down and eventually it just gets wiped out. You won't be existence anymore. So ensure that you are constantly understanding the market, therefore your value will always be there to survive. And then the second item will be your strategic objective. Strategic objective will look at aspects of outward, marketing and finance. Always finance is thought as an inward item. You should look it from outside, from your customer's perspective. Finance for them will mean how much they save and what are they paying for your service or product. And then how are you going to approach them, your communication to approach them for you to secure. That's your marketing approach. So you have these two elements coming from the outside, and you always need to consider your competition. So the second photograph here is basically two competitors trying to pull a string. So you'll need to understand how is your competitor playing in the market, and besides looking at him purely as a competitor, you must try to see whether you can partner him. That's what Kyosei is saying. Your competitor has to become a partner. You need to focus in your own area. So while in 1980s, late 1980s, for those who were not born then, we started this revolution for computers. IBM started coming out with computers, and all the IT giants jumped into that wagon of producing computers, chips, motherboards. So during this time, Canon saw this opportunity, and Canon thought that I should not go and fight with these big boys in that segment. They started focusing on printers. So obviously, if you have a computer, you'll want to buy a printer. They took lead of a new segment. Listening to their competitors, they took lead of a new segment, and their technology, printing technology, is what all their giants are using. So they're actually making money selling to the competitor their IP or their technology, while in the same time they're also manufacturing printer on their own. Okay. And finally is the third most important objective. Is basically for yourself. What drives you? What drives you to success? Could be your passion, but not always your passion can be profitable in context of business. So you will need to find something that suits your passion maybe, and also gives you your financial gain. And then you must also look at your competency. You can't get into a field that you're not competent. And if you are not, you'll need to hire. So then your cost goes up. So look at that. Look at the motivational aspect of your employees who are working for you. It's no longer only talking about annual increment, 3%, 4%. You should be looking at probably bonuses tied to their performance, and eventually they could be a small shareholder in a new company that you will float later part. So there is a roadmap or a journey that you draw with them. So during this pandemic, my organization, we have actually given double-digit increment to all the senior managers, because we saw that during this time their strength became our asset, and that's how our revenue grew. So have all this in your mind, and that's it. I'm closing today with a good luck, and I would like to see. I don't know y'all, but I think y'all are in the right hand with Professor Dr. Roland. And I hope to see one day, or even at the shortest time, that you all become C-level, and do keep in touch with us and see how we can share this together. Take care.
Right. Thank you very much, Mahen. That was, I must say, a very, very interesting talk, to the point. And what I really like about it is the holistic nature of the discussion. You share with us something that is not just about one area that we're talking about, but holistically, and how one can use the Kyosei method. And it's certainly, for my class, I'm sure all of them, it's great learning. Um, Additionally, I just to share with you, just this morning we had a class and we were talking about a business idea and business plan. And one of the key aspects that we were emphasizing was say, hey, you want to do it, but make sure there's meaning to it. Make sure
Correct.
there's meaning, so that there's something for community or few people around. So it's much more than profits. And certainly the QSA method is very, very thorough and holistic. And also, obviously, based on your experience and what you're looking at, you can. It's good to know that somebody who looks at this method and actually are telling us, who are actually telling us that it works. And you can see there, my student Halima is very happy with all that
Thank you.
you said. and and I'm as much as we are talking about you, Mahen, our students also, some of them, in fact, many of them with so much potential,
Yes.
and then they're trying. But as you rightly said and alluded to, that the environment is very, very challenging now, especially. Things have changed. So the ability for my students and industry out there to, I should say, adapt quickly is certainly very important. So, right. So, with that, guys, Mr. Mayan is a very busy person. He's got lots to do, I'm sure. But is there any questions that you want to pose to him right now? We can take any questions if there are. Any one of you, you can just, if you switch on your mic, you can just ask him a question. It's a great opportunity, I think. Please identify yourself if you're going to ask a question. Any question?
Thinking, I think, Prof.
Yeah, I think so too. Either that or it's very clear. But I must say, Mahen, to be fair, your discussion, your sharing just now was really good. You know why? It was easy, it was simple, and that's the way it should be. So people can, rather than have a very convoluted, complicated, complex concept, it's something that after we leave, we can still remember. And that's the key. I think that's the key to good learning. And certainly you're sharing the successes of your work experience. It's inspiring. So teaching is about having people being able to understand, and then they can use that as an instrument to learn. Plus, it's inspiring. So I think you hit all those key heads in this short little time. Excellent job. And on behalf of my students, I would like to thank you. And also, Mahen, just to let you know,
Yes.
we record the speaking session, and with your permission as well, I will share it with my other students because some of them are overseas. They're in France and they're in Bosnia, so timing differences. So I would put it up and share with them if that's okay with you.
Yes, for sure, Prof, for sure.
Okay, thank you very much. You're very generous, very kind. So once again, Mahen, on behalf of my students, on behalf of the university, and the university will get to know about this as well. We thank you for sharing with us, and we hope to have you again at some time in the future.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you for inviting me.
You're most welcome. You take care,
Yes.
and our best to you and your family and all. Okay.
Thanks, Prof. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Right, good. Right, guys. So that's Mr. Mahen having shared with us some interesting points on the Kyosei method. Right, very simple, very straightforward. So thank you all also for coming on board and to joining to listen. There's a lot of value in that one. Are there any questions from anybody? Maybe you didn't want to ask those questions earlier. You can always ask me. Anything? You got to ask your questions quickly if there's any question, because I think I can hear Halima is hungry, so she may want to go and have her lunch. Abi, did we miss you this morning? I don't know. Were you supposed to?
Yes, sir.
What happened? Hilang lah, absent lah.
Sorry, I'm not well.
Yeah, but at least put your name in the attendance lah. It's okay.
Okay.
So always all of you are. If you, it's okay.
Even if I didn't come.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you can do that. All of you, the rest of you also. Okay, guys. Because I know sometimes some of you may not be well. Some of you may be helping your parents. Some of you might even be working. And that's okay. I have no problems with that. I think most of you, all of you are such good students. So you just have to at least put attendance so that we don't have to put you as absent. But if you don't write your attendance, then we're forced to put it down as absent. And so that doesn't look very good lah. So in future we try and do that. So that's it for the new venture class as well as the small business. So the small business students, all right, this is your class because you've come in for this one, and the video will be uploaded for new venture as well as for small business. If you have looked at your announcement page, I had put up Mr. Mahen's CV. I put up some of his slides as well. So all the information is there. Even if some of you might be busy, even if some of you could not attend, right? But the attendance part, guys, please try and put down your name wherever you are. I think like Shafika and all said they had to go and visit the doctor today. So I told her just put that down at least, because I know you all as students, and your participation has been really good. Just to go back to, let me see. Yeah, okay. I just want to go back to our. Yeah, 1 second. Have you all got your assignment results and everything should be there? I'm just trying to, guys. I'm just trying to call up my Urox page. My computer keeps losing the Urox page. So for new venture, let me see. I just want to see if everybody's done their assignments and all. Yeah, new venture, first class, all done. New venture, assignments. Second class. Very good lah, guys. All the new venture students have done all what they're supposed to do. And for small business, let me check again just in case. Also all. Okay. So guys, let me see here. So guys, for everybody submitted for new venture, everybody submitted for small business. Excellent. What an amazing class. It's just so amazing. And so, but please check any comments if I made some comments, and then you can look at that, and then I think you all should be good. Yeah. Thank you, Halima. At least you said that. The others didn't say anything at all, but that's okay. Okay. Chika, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here. I'm enjoying your class, sir.
Oh, really? Because Charles said you were always coming in late.
No, sir, I didn't.
You didn't?
So I came very early, sir. I'm one of the first people that came here, sir.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
When I was talking to Charles and we were looking for you, there was no Chika around. No Chika. No Chiku.
Yes,
no
sir.
Chika.
I and Afam came the same time, sir.
You came the same time as Charles?
Afam.
After Charles?
No, sir, Afam. I came the same time with Afam.
Why are
With
you?
me, sir. With me, sir.
Why are you trying to get Afam in trouble? Afam's got nothing to do with this. We are talking about Charles. You came in after Charles, right? Charles.
Yes, sir. I think so, sir.
Yeah, but the reason why are you talking about I'm talking about Charles. Charles was the one who complained, not complained, who mentioned or highlighted that you would be late. Sad.
So I saw 12:15. I actually came earlier.
What? 12 o'clock? Did you come at 12?
Yes, sir.
Charles was really early today. He was really early and he was so enthusiastic. The only problem with Charles is he has to do a better assignment in future.
Yes, sir.
So
how is your family?
Who? What? My family?
Yes, sir. I hope they are good.
Oh, yeah. I got to feed them. It costs money. Yeah, it's difficult. Anyway, the point is, guys, I hope all of you are good. We're done for today. Exactly. Halima is correct. I don't know what the point is First you talk about then you talk about family. Halima, that's what Halima. Next time, next week, I want you to conduct the class. Halima is the only one who's thinking.
Halima always think about food. So cannot.
Hey, please, Halima's doing very well. She's doing excellent job. Very proud of her. And a few other students as well. Keep it up, guys. You guys are fantastic. You're doing a great job. So this is it for today. All you small business students as well, right? The same slides the video I'll be uploading. All right, you're done. You're good. I'll probably see you all next week. For business plan students, we will continue with the remaining 5. And then after that, for new venture and small business as well, right? So those of you who have done your task 1 and done it well, fantastic. This is the chance. We've got to make sure you get good grades. And if you are participating, and then in the next few 1 or 2 more tasks you do, and then you're done already. And if you can do your task earlier, go ahead. If you have any questions, also you can ask me most anytime. All right. Don't ask me questions for which I've already provided the answer. Because if you ask me questions like that, that's repeating, not very useful. Okay, but still, not to worry. Okay, guys, last chance. Any questions? No questions. If no questions, we're good for the day. Are you all good?
Yes, we are good, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, good. Ida as well. Thanks, Ida. Ida did some amazing presentations today. Guys, you all, if you had to come on board, you had seen her in action. She was in action. So that was something else. All right. And next week, we're looking forward to seeing Halima in action. Abi, are you okay, Abi? Yeah, Abi was not well. We all wish you well, Abi. Just take care. And then I will see you all next week. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Can I give you a wave goodbye? There you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, guys. See you then. All right. Take care.
All right, so thank you.
Thank you.